Hello again, my culinary friends, and welcome to another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a very simple homemade egg pasta. Once you've had egg pasta, you won't want to go back to the original packaged stuff, and it's very simple to make. I'm also going to show you how you can make it ahead of time and freeze it so that you can bring it back just as fresh as the day that you made it when you're ready to make your homemade pasta. This recipe is for 2 pounds. I've got 4 cups of 00 flour, or if you don't have that, you can use all-purpose flour. I've got 6 eggs that are slightly scrambled. I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 teaspoons of salt. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and make a bit of a well, if you will, like normally when you're doing it by hand. I'm using a food processor. You can certainly make this by hand. You can use a stand-up mixer, a KitchenAid, anything like that. And you're going to pour your eggs right into this. You're going to pour your olive oil into this. And you're going to sprinkle your salt all in this. All in the pool together with the food processor. You're going to close the food processor. You're going to pulse it a few times just to get it going. Then you're going to put it on low. And you may have to scrape the sides down as you're going. And once you've got it coming together, you put it on high. And you can see how this is coming together very, very quick. Now you can see this has formed a dough ball. You can continue processing it, but what I like to do is I like to stop it right here. And then I'm going to take this out, I'm going to put all the pieces together, and I'm going to finish kneading on the bench. As you can see, I got the dough ball on the workbench, and you want to use wood if you can, because it's not cold like marble, and it won't affect the temperature of the eggs when you're kneading the dough. But I forgot to mention, when you're going to use a food processor, you want to use the plastic blade, not the steel blade. This is actually like a dough making blade. So now we're going to take some flour, sprinkle the bench with the flour because this dough is still a little damp and you want to knead it. Okay, so you're going to take and knead it. I wish I had a bigger wood surface, but I don't. And right now the dough is a little bit moist, so I'm going to continue kneading this. So now this dough is nice and smooth, and I don't know if you can see the texture, but it's a nice smooth dough as it should be. It's nice and soft. I can push my finger in it and it starts rebounding. That's good. So we're going to take and cover this and let this set for 30 minutes. So our egg pasta has been resting for 30 minutes. And we take and we pull this back, and what we see is it's nice and soft and supple. And what we're going to do with this is I'm going to create sort of like a log, and I'm going to separate. Remember, this is 2 pounds of pasta. I'm going to separate this right down the middle, so we have 1 pound each. I'm going to create a ball. And what we're going to do with this dough, again, these are 2 1-pound balls. They'll both make a pound of pasta. Is I'm going to show you how to freeze it. Now, it's key. If you don't have one of these gadgets, you should get it. It's a vacuum form bag. These things are great for everything, but it's especially great for pasta because you can put this vac form it like I'm going to show you, and that pasta will be good for at least about 6 months in the freezer, so they say. And I've done it actually, and I've used it, and it's just as fresh when it comes out. You just take it out the day before, you stick it in the refrigerator, and it defrosts for you. You take it out, let it come up to room temperature, and you're making homemade fresh pasta just that simply. So I'm going to show you how to do this with the vac form gadget that I have. So now I'm going to show you how to use the vac seal thing that I have, and they're all pretty much the same. What I do is I take and I make the pre-made sheets, and I write down there, this has 1 pound of egg pasta and the date 6/2/22. And what I do is you take the pound of pasta, you drop it in the bag, And I like to flatten it out a bit, just so it thaws out a little quicker in the fridge when I'm ready to use it. I open up the gadget, get it ready, hit the vacuum seal button, and you can see this thing's vacuuming all of the air out of it, and that's the key. If you get all of the air out of something, it's almost impossible for it to go bad quickly. This will go for a couple seconds and it will seal itself. And it's sealed. And you can see we got a completely vacuum formed 1 pound of egg pasta. So there you have it. We have 2 pounds of fresh egg pasta, vac formed, vac sealed, ready to go into the freezer, so that whenever we think about having fresh pasta, we can take it out the day before, and all we have to do is just make the noodles. I want to thank you guys again for joining me in another episode of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon on another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Buon appetito, everybody, and have a great day.